The Legal Resources Foundation Trust was honored to be part of the commemoration of International Day of Missing Children that took place on 24th of May 2024 at Shalom House in Nairobi. This is a global day of both reflection and action to reaffirm the commitment of protecting children and ensure that every child is safe, secure, and surrounded by love. This year's theme is empowering communities to safeguard children from going missing. In Kenya, children continue to go missing, leaving behind anguished families and communities. And behind each statistic lies a story of heartbreak and loss, a child torn from the embrace of loved ones, their future uncertain, and their dreams shattered. The event started with tree planting by state officials from the Ministry of Labor and Social Protection alongside children representatives across the country. And being a Children's Day, there was plenty of dance entertainment from the children that cut across different genres from Indian music to local Borana folk songs. The Child Protection Information System within the Directorate of Children Services recorded a total of 7,058 children that went missing from the beginning of this financial year to date. And out of a total of 1,383 children were found and reunited with their families. The Technical Working Group of Missing Children also noted they have developed guidelines on the management of missing and found children in Kenya that highlights the safety measures, case management, and data protection for missing and found children.
These guidelines also give specific case flow of what should happen in case a child goes missing and what should happen when a child is found. And the guidelines defines a child as any person below the age of 18 years whose whereabouts is unknown by either parent, guardian, or caretaker. They also define who a found child is. They have defined or they have outlined the categories of missing children. And some of the categories that have been outlined by these guidelines, we have the runaway, we have those children that have escaped from statutory institutions, we have children that have been abducted, kidnapped, or stolen, and we have the lost children. The guidelines also indicates, I had mentioned, a structured case flow. Like once you get your child missing, then what should you do? It explains that step 1, do this, step 2, until the child is found. It's also, the guidelines also recognizes and the inclusion that in terms of child safeguarding, we need everybody involved, from parents, from children, and they have also been given a role. And then it also explains on the data management protocol, on what should happen, because these days we see a lot of pictures in the media. What are the data management protocols there? And so that's a brief background or a brief highlight on the guidelines for management of missing children. Thank you.
The Ministry of Labor and Social Protection, through a representative of the Cabinet Secretary, Florence Bore, was well represented in the event, and this is what they had to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, in protecting children, vigilance is our first line of defense. We must train our eyes to recognize the signs of vulnerability, the warning signals, and to act swiftly and decisively. Support services, counseling, and advocacy are essential pillars in our collective responsibility to help families and communities affected by the trauma of missing children. It is actually very traumatizing to lose a child that you love, because once that child is outside your care, you don't know where he or she is. You are always haunted.
Reporting for Haki FM Oasis of Justice, my name is Judy Mora.